these people are under mind control because they all behave the same way. This is some sort of mind control. I think this is some sort of mind control that where the person has been like a complex has been created. So I think like when they split their personalities, there's a little section about them where they feel like they're so inadequate. Lord Father himself, where they feel that they're so inadequate that they believe that they don't have something within themselves. So they're always looking on the outside. They're always looking exterior, outside of themselves, not knowing that divinity is within the person itself. Like, you got your divinity within yourself, but for some reason, the lack of that spark. Okay, let me put it this way. Okay. You're dealing with individuals that are created with these individuals that created that, this is what you call a soulless being. They are created on purpose because they are a replica. They are a copy. I'm trying to find the right words to say this, but this is how a soulless being. These are talking about the magicians from Atlantis. The magicians in Atlantis, they created beings. But the thing is, these beings, when they were created, these beings started to realize that, oh, there's something that we do not have within ourselves. There's something that we do not have. But the thing is, it's not like somebody told them. It's almost like they have an innate knowing. You have an innate knowing that there's something that you don't have, but for some reason, it's like you have intelligence. These beings have intelligence. They're created almost perfect. When you think about the Terminator, he has superhuman strength. When you think about the Terminator, he has an inner knowing of all these. He has an inner knowing that's downloaded from Skynet, so he's able to calculate at a rapid pace. He can calculate probabilities at a rapid pace. This makes give him a sort of sense of an artificial intuition. So he can able to calculate. I remember one scene, he gets on the phone in Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Arnold gets on the phone and he's on the phone speaking to the T-2000, and the T-2000 is in the shape of a woman. Has taken the shape-shifting, she's shape-shifted into a woman. He's shape-shifted into a woman. And Arnold is talking to this being, this T-2000 who's posing as a woman, and then he notices there's something peculiar about this particular person. He notices that there's a coldness about them, a callousness, very callous. So when he says to the boy, I forget his name, but John Connors, when he says to John Connors, he says to JC, like, does your auntie or your aunt have a pet? And what's that pet's name? And then he tells him, and then that's when he calculates that he realizes that the person on the other line isn't, because he asks the person, oh, how's things? And the person doesn't know what he's talking about. Because he says, how's the dog? How's the dog? A dog day afternoon. How's the dog? He doesn't know that justice is going to be brought into the situation. He doesn't know that the dog's name. He doesn't know the dog's name. He wonders, who's he talking about? So that's when he realizes that this was a shapeshifter. A person that had assumed the body of another individual, the same likeness. However, not the same intelligence, not the same intel. The Empress, you're the Empress. The Empress is motherly, nurturing, the Empress, you know, she looks after she looks after the empire. She's the mother of the empire. Queen Victoria was known to have been, you know, the you know, kind of like maybe perhaps the last empress, because, you know, she ruled over this great British empire where, let's say, the sun never set on the empire of Great Britain, and she ruled over this empire. And not only that, she beget all the royal houses of Europe. They all trace their lineage back to Queen Victoria, whether you're in Juan Carlos or King Felipe or France or Spain, whether it's the Bourbons in France, whether it's the Italians, you know, in Italy, in Sweden, the Luxembourg. All these royal houses trace their lineage back to the Empress. So the Empress, this is somebody that is the maternal figure that's going to beget nations. Nations are going to be born out of her. Nations are going to be born out of her, and, you know, she's nurturing. She's a motherly figure. She's a motherly figure, nurturing, caring, compassionate. This is a person that has a mother's intuition. Speaking about intuition, we also have the Hierophant. Here. The Hierophant, Lord Father himself, you know, sat on the throne, in the throne room. The throne room of God is on earth. This card always reminds me that the throne room of God is on earth. The Hierophant. Il Papa, he's on earth. The throne room of God is on earth. The Empress. Okay, we want to keep the Empress out here. We want to keep the Empress. And we want to keep the Hierophant. We're going to keep these two cards. So Father is intervening in this situation. Father is intervening in this situation. And that's the Ace of Wands. That's the truth. Father is intervening in this situation. Father's throne room of God is on earth. You know, that also speaks about the throne room of God being on earth. Daniel and the throne room of God is on earth. You know, God is the judge, so He's here proceeding and presiding over what has been happening on earth. He's presiding over the happenings of what's been going on earth. Should pull some more cards. So we need to see. Get a card down. Okay. I think before I got online to do this reading. Before I even got online to do this reading, I was thinking about the King of Wands, the Fibonacci sequence. Someone's plotting. The King of Wands is also known as like a magician. You know, we talk about magicians in Atlantis. You know, we're talking about love and the lack thereof love on earth, and how love is actually transported onto earth. It's actually parachuted on earth through people. Because if you remember, that Lucifer, when he was thrown out of heaven, kicked out of heaven, and thrown into the earth, and, you know, because that was a place that was, you know, it was a place that, so love didn't exist there, because, you know, because heaven was a place of love where all the loving beings congregate, and he opposed God and made a rebellion. So he was thrown out. He was thrown out of heaven. So that means that heaven, or earth rather, is not a place that naturally inhibits love. Although Mother Nature is the loving and the caring it became a place of, like, you know, how they say, you know, some people call it hell on earth, hell on earth, because these beings are now have been ruling this domain. But Father is reclaiming back the earth. Father is reclaiming back the earth. So then he's giving birth to a new earth through the people, you see, because now what happens is that the people now going to raise the frequency of the earth, and then it's going to create it's going to give birth again. The earth is going to give birth to a new earth, and then this is how the frequency and how a new earth is born, by raising up the frequency and the falling away of the old. So there's a king of wands right now. There's a king of wands who's plotting here, and there's 3 rabbits in the corner or in the background. 3 rabbits. There's 3 rabbits. You know, he has these 3 rabbits that he's running experiments on. You know, these 3 albino rabbits that he's running experiments on. He's conducting experiments. This is a dark magician from Atlantis. The dark magician from Atlantis. These are also people that were experimenting, you know, mixing humans with animals, conducting experiments. These were these dark magicians from Atlantis that are reincarnating into this day and age, in this dispensation of time. Let's see what else comes up. What's this dark magician up to? They call him Re de Bastos. Re de Bastilian, Re de Bastos, Wands, Bastos, Bastoni in Italian, or Rui de Baston, pass the baton. He's got the baton, he's got the wand, this wand that he's been, you know, that this wand. However, this wand, we're going to see what is it wield. Does he wield this wand, or does a wand wield him? Please tell us more. Mary and George, Julianne Moore. Please tell us more. Mary and George, Julianne Moore. There's a redhead. There could be a redhead in the midst of things. You can see he's wearing this red cardinal coat. Underneath it all, it may be perhaps he's a redhead. Ray de Baston. Should have actually been going live on this one. Actually, do you know what? Bear with me. I'm going to add the charger to the phone. Adding the charger to the phone. Hold on.